Do it.
So, Tusk, after receiving news of his friend Ispin's death, began to journey towards the city where his funeral would be held. And while he was traveling, he came across an amulet of a condor of his god Sargonus. And Sargonus asked Tusk why he sought revenge. And when Tusk gave his answer, Sargonus was pleased that he sought revenge not for power or to change anything, but for vengeance sake itself, and agreed to make Tusk his paladin. And then Tusk journeyed on to the town.
Heck yeah. Edisor, do you want to do yours?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
So, after completing the task of, excuse me, it's been quite a long week for me. So
You can give me the dumb. You don't got to remember any specific names or anything. Just give me what you got.
So after completing the rite of passage with his mage guild or something of similar of the like, he now heads to Volglar after receiving the news of his family friend passing away.
Good old Ispin Greenshield. Bless his soul.
Sitting on the back of the carriage with the servant in front, taming the horse.
Flora, do you want to do yours, or do you want me to do it?
No, I could do it. After hearing some grave news about her friend Ispin's death, she went to go back to the city. I forgot what this is called. City. On her way, she saw a battlefield of weird lizard people things killing soldiers of unknown religion to her. And actually, not doing that. But she also met a town's boy, or what his name was.
Little kid.
Yeah, a little kid. She escorted him back to his village, or on his way to the city. And that's about where Flora was at.
Yeah, that's basically it. This town's name is Volglar. It's an old fisherman town that Ispin kind of retired to in his old age. And that's where you've all been invited to for the funeral. That's why you're headed there. There was a really cool handout that I just saw that I want. Perfect, right here. Jump into the actual Roll20 if you guys can, if you're able to, so you can see the handout. I see that Blaze is in here.
Yeah, I've been in here for a while.
Yeah, I've seen
but I was
that.
kind of busy doing some other stuff.
Yeah.
Do you see me in here?
No, I don't see you. Are you in here?
Nope.
Yeah, but here, let me exit the game and join back in.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I see your little logo, and I see Chalvin's too. So it's weird. Huh. Chalvin, Tusk, can you see like the shadow? There you are. Flora, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm not gonna question it. Perfect. Cool. All right. So
now I can see everyone.
The town of it's Volgar, and let me show all this to you guys. Draconian spies are on the unsuspecting village of Vogler. I like
Dragons.
Vogler, right? You guys are all about a day's out. The day has started. The morning has come. Did you also pick a fighting style, Tusk? I know you're supposed to do that. I don't know why it didn't prompt you to do such a thing. And this would also be the time for any casters, like the druid or the wizard, to prepare their spells for the day if there's anything you want to change up.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm good too.
Well, back to the big map that we were originally on for Ensalin, which is like the name of this part of the world of Kar. You all are kind of up farther north here.
I can't see the map.
We're on the title page.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ha! All
There
of
we
you
go.
are here, headed towards the town of Vogler. The ferry there's a ferry right down in the southern tide, but there's also a ferry here where you are, Edisor. Yours is a little bit nicer because, Dad kind of prepaid for your ticket. In Tusk, you think that for a couple of copper pieces, or maybe with a little bit of your intimidation or swagger, you could probably make your way across that river as well. Is there anything you guys want to do? Obviously, Edisor, you're just kind of paid for. So all you have to do is kind of sit back and relax. Tusk, is there anything you want to do as you make your way to the port to make your way over to Vogler for the morning?
No, not particularly. Tusk would just kind of very quietly go pay for his way on the ferry.
Perfect. It's just 5 copper pieces. So if you have a gold piece, you want to split it up. They're going to give you change any way that you like to get across. It's just an old man with a paddle and just a rowboat. It's very simple. Edisor, yours is a very fancy looking multi-man boat with even like everything you'd need for long distance boats, sailing through this river in comfort.
Sweet.
And then Flora, yours is just you're coming from the northern side, so you're going to be entering through a different side of the town. Anything that you want to do before you kind of make your way into the entrance of it's going to take you maybe an hour or two to walk over there.
You know what? I think Flora would look for medicinal plants or components to like make healing potions later on.
Heck yeah. Give me a survival roll.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
Oh, you know what? I should. Where I get?
Well, 21's still going to do just fine. You are
Okay.
going to you're going to at least gather at least enough for 2, if you're with an alchemist set or some type of herbalism kit. You're then going to be able to make with time, of course. You have the materials now instead of having to spend the gold pieces for 2 set. You maybe think 2 healing potions if you don't mess up. As long as you're careful with your resources. So if you want to put like in your inventory like 2 healing potion mats, 2 healing potion, whatever you want to call that. Mats. That's a show what I play.
That's okay.
And then I want you guys all to kind of arrive at the city at once, so I'm going to do this. You are arriving in the north floor, so that's where you are, and our boys Tusk and are arriving in the south. Do you guys see the appropriate maps that you're supposed to be on? Does it all look appropriate? Wait,
All black right now.
okay, it should be all black for both you two because you're both not on there yet because I'm dumb. Let's say you arrive over here, Tusk, and Edisor. Oh, let's reverse that because you're coming from farther south. And Edisor, you arrive at the docks, and you both are on the wharf. And Flora, you are more on the northern side of town. And let me read this description to you. The fishing village of Voglar clings to a spit in the land reaching into the Vingard River. Wooded cliffs overlook the community, and the only path from the north descends past an ivy-covered remnants of a crumbling stone keep. You can't really see it very well, Flora, but that's what would be your perspective, your left, but your character's right. It's on that right northern peak. The village's modest wooden buildings cluster around a quaint central circle along the riverbank. Jutting into the river, out of place and seemingly out of time, stands an incomplete stone bridge of incredible artsmanship. The structure clearly dates before the Cataclysm, eclipsing the modern piers of its size and sturdiness. The bridge crosses less than half the river's width before giving in the way of a series of ropes and tethered rafts, serving as its ferries. On the river itself, dozens of small boats drift along the slow and murky waters, and the fishers of Voglar ply their trade. And you guys just see fishermen fishing amongst the townspeople. You see people walking through. It seems like there's some type of market over here in this area. And let's get some townly noises in here. People towning it up. We'll start with the wharf since we're down here right now. What would Tusk and Edisor like to do?
Tusk is going to walk up to the first person that he sees, which could be either Edisor or this dude Lanth up here.
Yeah, well, Lance definitely sees you and starts making his way with his harpoon. He's very slow and old, and he'll be like, "Welcome, welcome to Vogler. Yes, welcome."
Tusk will pull out his letter and be like, "Wear this," and just like hold it up.
And he takes it, and he goes, "Oh yes, Ispin Greenshield. Oh, what a good man Ispin was. Yes, his funeral is tonight at the Brass Crab. You will find that, and for the sake of, let's see, I don't know if you can. Here's what I'll do. So we'll do that, and then I'm gonna move I'm gonna move Tusk right here. Tusk, you are currently down here, down south, and
Okay.
he's gonna point out because he's got, the town's pretty easy to explain, but for the sake of me not having to explain to you, it's just right up north, right up here. Let me go ahead and undo those two. So we have our wharf right here. That's where you are, and the Brass Crab is right up here. It's a big it looks like a crab. You can't miss it. It's just north.
I will find this crab.
Yes, of course. And please, come back to the wharf for there will be tomorrow is the King's Festival, and there will be a fantastic fishing contest. Please come back, and you look like quite the angler yourself.
I like fish. I will be the best fisherman.
Very good, very good. And he kind of just goes about your way, and then he gets ready to greet. As Edisor kind of makes your way down the dock, they're gonna greet you in the same way. Hello, welcome.
Hello. I think maybe you could help me here. I've only been to this town once before, and that was when I was young. So, think you'd be able to help me find where Ispin Greenshield lives, or where his funeral is.
What a coincidence! This angler, this very impressive angling-looking gentleman over here is headed to the same place. Here, let me introduce you. This is my angler fish. I never even got your name, angler friend. What is your name?
I am Tusk.
I should have gotten that from. Yes, you did say that a few times actually. Tusk, this is, and what is your name?
Edisir.
Odyssia, yes, please, Tusk, show Odyssia where I showed you the grass crab was. That babe, he's headed there too, so it'd be very convenient if you would, walk together maybe.
Tusk will take you to Crab, Edisor.
Sure. I got nothing else better to do in this blasted city, so let's go.
Two new friends who don't even know that they might be friends yet are going to travel north to the Brass Crab. And let me put both of you on the actual map of boom, like that. In fact, we could probably just do this and just and you guys are headed basically from down south to the north to the building that looks like a crab. Flora, you are entering in through the north, and you see a beautiful town. And there's not a lot of people towards the north of the town, but you can hear lots of cheering and lots of celebration. Just people excited and just the chitter chatter of town life down south, headed back towards the town. But here, let me read this to you, Flora, real quick before you go a little further. This is what was referred to. You see this giant wooden stone wall here. It's about 15 feet tall, wooden carved archway, carved with two leaping fish on its frame. Over the years, it looks like it's been etched with coin-sized scratches, coin-sized scales where these fish with prayers for bountiful fishing. The two large wooden doors stand within the arch, but they haven't been closed in years, and they're embedded, surrounded in dirt. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to make your way down more south, or do you want to head towards this little castle over here that was in the description, or where do you want to head to, Flora?
I think Flora would head towards sorry about that. I
You're
think
fine.
Flora would try to see if there's a town map.
When you walk into town, you do see kind of what seems to be towards that bottom building, kind of like a poorly drawn version of the map. Give me an investigation roll.
Investigation, alright.
It's poorly drawn, but you're good enough to kind of make out the general vicinity. And it looks like you're coming in from the River Gate, which is far north up here. If I could pick frickin'. And you saw the big tower over here to your left as you were walking in. So I have the tokens all together right here, but I'll actually separate them. Where do you want to head to?
I think she would head towards like more of the center of town.
Perfect.
Little on guard, holding one of like the biggest or the fattest looking mushroom in her arms. She's like a little awkward and scared.
Perfect. You'll walk into town, and as you walk in, you can see, and we'll say that's you right there. You can see that people are very, you're going into the forest area, but you can see as you get closer, people are excited to see you and excited to see travelers, and you're not even really have a inviting look on your face, but everyone who looks at you smiles and waves and says, "Welcome to Vogler. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming." And you start making your way. You could tell that there's probably more of a town square here in the center, but you also you have the letter from Ispin. You know the Brass Crab is where you want to go. You could either go to the Brass Crab now, or you could go maybe more towards where you hear the rustling and bustling of the city.
I think she would head towards more of the Rusted Crab. See her friend one last time.
Perfect. When you come, you make your way to the Brass Crab, and let's say, here's what we'll do. Whoop. For the sake of future traveling, we are going to get that in a group. And then we're going to, boom. Perfect. We will have Tusk and Edisor come from the south, down here. And we'll have Flora come from the north. Cool. Ah! Flora! You're like off the map. Alright, let's put you right here. And Tusk. Perfect. And Brass Crab. Perfect. Can everyone see? Is the lighting correct?
Yes.
Yepper.
Can you guys hear me good?
Yeah. Alright, as you guys approach the Brass Crab, you see a few things. You see a bunch of flyers and a bunch of things across the town for the Kingfisher Festival. The Kingfisher Festival looks like it's going to be kicking off tomorrow, and it's a big tradition that everyone in Volgar seems to be very, very excited for. Everyone's setting up different little events and putting up little colorful arrays of flyers and banners and things like that. As you make your way to the Brass Crab, you see a giant building with smoke coming out of the chimney in the top, and it looks like it's almost shaped in the shape of a crab, with the way that the red painted roofing is designed, and you can hear people chanting and cheering and just getting excited for the Kingfisher Festival. What do you guys want to do?
As
Did it-
me and I'm sorry, what's your character's name again, Blaze?
Edisir.
Edisir. As we were walking, Tusk will look at Edisir and say, Why do you dress in long, flowy clothes?
Oh, it's because I'm a wizard.
You're a what? A wizard?
I touch my temples with my fingers. A wizard. Wizard.
I don't know my numbers well, but does that mean you throw fire?
I cast a prestidigitation, um, make sparks go fly out of my hands a little bit.
That's very pretty, but I don't think that would hurt very much.
Oh, there's more I can do, but I don't think it would be very appropriate in this town.
Will you help Tusk kill dragons?
Yes, yes.
Tusk gets, visibly more excited. There is the crab where we will go.
Do you think they're a little? Do you think they were a little crabby as they were making it?
Do you think crabs made that building?
That
How
was
did
that
they
was a
hold
joke.
the hammers?
All right, let's just go. Let's just go to the go to the crab inn, and let's just go.
Do crabs need hammers? Could they hit nails with claws?
As Tusk keeps asking about different ways that crabs could probably be formidable in a fight, you guys make your way into the brass crab. You guys gonna come from the front door?
Yeah.
Perfect. You guys make your way up for the front door. You see the excited villagers. As you do, you see a very Flora. What are you doing?
I think Flora's hesitating, going back and forth for reaching the doorknob, not reaching it. Very hesitant on opening the door. She's waiting outside.
Hello, thing. Do you need help in the door?
No, damn, it's been.
He's my friend. He's kind of little. I don't know what he was. A little slow or very pointing his head.
Are you
Wait.
mad at Ispin?
No, it's been picked a very crowded place. Flora's not comfortable with people.
Tusk don't like people either, but they seem to stay out of my way.
Mushroom, and she'll hold up a mushroom. It's like a giant, fat mushroom.
Tusk will grab it and just immediately shove it in his mouth.
No, she'll pull on your clothing. No, not for eating.
What's it for?
Holding. Flora needs mushrooms to comfort, and you'll see the mushroom struggling to get out of your hands, almost alive. It's alive itself.
Tusk will just kind of hand it back to you. Sorry, I almost ate your friend. I really like mushrooms, though. They're delicious.
Now, mushrooms, my family.
Your family is good. Especially with that black sauce that Humies make.
No. She'll she'll gesture around the mushrooms to get behind her. She'll put her hands and spread her legs apart a little bit. No eating. Flora does not like that.
Your mushrooms are cute. I like them. So would you say that they're fun guys?
I do not get what you're saying, sir.
Oh, sorry. Let me introduce myself. I am a DCer. You are.
I am Flora.
Nice to meet you.
But I do not have
I'm Tusk.
hello, giant pest. She'll like look up. She has to like anchor her head up to look at you and make eye contact.
Tusk is not giant. Tusk is orc. Orcs are much better than giants. We are fast. Giants are slow.
You're very tall, Mr. Pest.
For orc, Tusk is not tall, but to mushroom, Tusk is very tall.
Hmm. How tall is Edisaur?
5'11".
A
I thought-
DC
So Flora, you are just you're basically looking at a child because of her height. You are also very tall, mister.
You're a little short, but that's okay. I'd say we could go in. So I open the door for both Flora and Tusk, and I hold it open for them.
Edisor very gracefully opens the door and kind of holds his arm out as inviting you both in.
Tusk just pushes past. He doesn't say thank you or anything.
How rude, Tusk.
He does not pay attention. He goes inside.
Tusk barges his way in, and you guys hear the clittering clattering of a tavern. Oh, that's not it's the wrong music right there. Sorry about that. And you hear the clittering and clattering of a tavern. As you walk in, you see for the first time a very broad-looking, powerful woman. She is wearing a full plate armor with a horned helmet on the table next to her, with a long, or I think it's a great sword, and probably a long sword because she's got a shield. How would she have a great sword? And she is standing there, and she looks up and sees you. Flora, go ahead. You don't even need to roll for this. You automatically can tell the symbol that's on her chest, on her armor. That's the same exact symbol you saw on those soldiers outside of town that were murdered by those lizard people.
Do I know Becklin since I've traveled with Ispin quite a bit?
Anyone who has spent time traveling with Ispin is going to be recognized and recognizable by Becklin because she is one of his adventuring partners. And she stands up and she looks at the party and she goes, "Ah, Flora! And oh, you must be Tusk! And oh, you must be Edisor. Yes, I remember Ispin telling me the tales of you three. You got my letter!" And you realize that this is Becklin, Uth Verian, the same person who wrote you the letter to come to the funeral.
Surprised you know about us.
Of course.
I am happy you sent me this. I would be sad if I did not say goodbye.
Oh, yes. Of course I've heard of the great Edisor. It's been told me of the stories of you, and of course Tusk. Yes, thank you for coming. I'm sure Ispin would have been very happy to know that you were here. You came all this way to celebrate his life.
He taught me a lot after everything that happened.
Well, go ahead.
Miss Beck, I'm on the road traveling here. People in your armor were killed.
They were. What did you see?
Mm, Flora saw lizard people, and they I tried to trap them, but I only got 2 of them. The last one set the rest of them free. She tried to save them, but they all died. All cut off head.
Horrible. Damn. More knights of the Salmania have been killed. And you guys realize that the symbol on her chest is the emblem of the Knights of Salmania, which is very ancient and old. And she kind of goes into explaining you to the lore of the Knights of the Order of the Crown, who are basically like the knights who try to protect the realm from any evil or anything that they're very held in high regard, and they believe the knights are the main reason, or if not least the one of the reasons that prevented the cataclysm. And she goes, well, thank you for that. That's very helpful. I will send a message to my higher ups, but I am stationed to stay here in Volglor to protect the people here. And that's, we've been getting more and more of these reports of these lizard-like people attacking, and well, to say the least, it worries me. But Ispen always told me not to worry, so I try to stay positive.
Didn't you travel after Ispen was back?
I'm sorry, you kind of broke up. What'd you say?
Didn't you travel with Ispen was back?
Yes. It's me, Ispen, and our mighty friend, Cudgil Iron Smites, and she kind of points across the room to a dwarven rugged-looking person, dwarf, who is kind of just drinking a nail on the other side of the bar. And we traveled along and had many adventures and had a very long adventuring career. And as you can tell by looking at Becklin and Crudgil, that they're very old. I mean, Becklin's probably pushing upwards of 50 years old for a human, close to 60. And Crudgil, same thing, is definitely on the older side for a dwarf.
Lauren remembers you. You flirted with Mr. Espen.
Who flirted with? I'm sorry. What did you say?
Lauren will make an assumption, but as a child, because they always make up random stuff.
Yeah.
And she.
You say he was flirting with Ispen?
Yeah.
Becklin's gonna blush a little bit and be like, "No, what, me and Ispen were only friends. We were all just traveling friends." And then you see Crudgil kind of finally lift up their head. And it'd be like, "Friends, my ass!" And you can see Becklin kind of blush a little bit and be like, "Crudgil, shut up!" And they're all
See
kind
me
of
just laughing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I get one ale, please? Bartender.
Yes, welcome to the Brass Crab. Yeah, so here's an ale for you. Yeah, it's just a copper piece. Everything's on sale this week because of the festival, so everything's pretty cheap.
Okay. I don't think I have a copper piece right now, but I got gold right here. Laid
Oh,
down.
Mr. Big Bucks with the gold pieces. Yeah, well, we got change. We can break your gold piece. You don't think we have some type of, change system here? I'll give you 99 silver pieces and 99 copper pieces in replace, and for that one gold piece. And she hands you a ton of change.
Oh, thank you. As I try to struggle to put all my change into a pouch.
And you can see this. The bartender is a very nice woman. She introduced herself as Yalmi, and she is the owner of the Brass Crab.
Can I get some water, miss?
Water? Yeah, it's out back by the boats. We have ale here. Do you want any ale? It's like water, but better.
Laura will try.
Here you
We
go.
never left. Right.
Alright. I'll just, you gonna make me break another gold piece, or you gonna purchase this young lady an ale over there, sir. I'm running out of change because of you.
Fine, I guess.
Ha ha!
I throw a copper piece onto the counter.
What a gentleman he is. Here you are. And she'll serve up Flora a brew.
And Flora would immediately chug it, not knowing that what alcohol is.
Nice. Roll me a con save.
18.
Flora might not know what alcohol is, but alcohol knows what Flora is, and they are one. And Flora chugs that beer down, and Yaomi just looks down to go get something and turns back, and it's gone. She goes, "Dear! Not all at once! Dear! Are you okay? How did you even do that?"
This is very spicy. I don't think Flora enjoys it that much, but it's okay.
Becklin's gonna tap you on the back and say, "That's a lot. What's it last? This one, very impressive. Well, listen, don't get too drunk before Espen's funeral will be in about a few hours from now, right at dusk when the sun is setting. That's what he wanted. That's what he preferred. So feel free to explore Vogler and meet with any of the villagers or shop at any of the places that have many interesting variety of items and." Come back here when you're good and ready, and I will buy dinner for the group of you, and we'll have the funeral for Ispen.
Yay, this always called free food tastes the best.
Agreed. So for the sake of the party, I'm just going to put the map right here. If you guys want to stay at the Brass Crab and just get drunk the whole day, you are more than welcome to. But if you want to go and adventure a little bit, technically, both you guys noticed the wharf's office. That was the guy who Upton. He is the head of the wharf, and the wharf and the market itself is down there as well. So you guys are pretty familiar with that part of town. But you can see that there's a lot more to the town you did not explore.
I suppose that Tusk would go to the town square
Perfect.
just to kind of look at the human town.
Flora will travel with you, because that's where Flora's going to go to, or this area.
I'll follow too.
Perfect. I have the party as this little trifecta right here. So you guys make your way to the village circle, and that looks like something like this. And then the village circle, the homes and the shops of the Vogler cluster around the grassy patch shaded by an ancient tree. This green and encircled by a dry road that branches off into streets, leading from the north of the village and the south of the ferry across the Vingard. And the others are radiating out into the town. The village circle serves as a public space, meeting spot, and a festival ground. And then we move you guys over there. I do not believe I have tokens there, so I might have one for Edisor because I was kind of using him as my practice token to make sure the lighting was good. Yeah, you're right there, Edisor. Let me move you. You guys are coming from
This area, the
down south. And then let me go grab the team. Boop. And boop. Perfect. And you guys can see all that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Here's that big beautiful tree. You can see all the different tapestries and things hung up around the town. Everyone is very excited for the Kingfishers Festival. You can see a different group of people. Seems to be like some merchants have set up into the town square. And you can also see, it looks like there is a stage, and you can't see it on this map, but north of here it looks like the mayor's house as well.
I'm gonna go try to look for food. I don't know about you. I'm gonna talk into character now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite hungry right now, so I'm gonna go look for some food. You guys want to?
Tusk will help Edisor look for food.
Big tree. Flora will like immediately run up to the tree.
Big, beautiful tree, and it's ancient, and you can see there's many a bird flocking and nesting and in the tree, and you sit under the tree's shade, and it's very comfortable and out of the sunlight.
I think the whole time while they're looking for food, she'll pull out her herbalism kit and just start making some potions with the healing material she got earlier.
Perfect. I'll go look up potion making in a second. As you guys make your way towards towards the tree, Tusk and Edisora, you're looking around for food, and you can make it real simple. You see a building over here. It's a big, giant building that has a fish on it, and the fish is in a bowl.
Hey, Tusk, you want some fish? I'll pay for it.
Tusk want fish.
Settled then.
You guys make your way over, and when you get close, you can smell it. The beautiful smell of delicious baked fish pies. And you're looking through the window, and you can see the owner of the establishment kind of giving you the hand, like, come on in. He's like waving you in. Welcome. That's a window, though. Doors, yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Tusk, I'll move you. Yes, welcome, yes, come on in. This is the fish bowl. Yes.
No, that's just fish pie. I got one for me and my friend here.
Oh, yes, the fish pies, yes. This is the fish bowl. My name is Elstar. A lot of people in town call me Unk. And, yes, I make the best fish pies in all of Vogler. Yes, I do. As you see... And you see a very muscular, strong man who's wearing an apron, and he is just baking up some fish pies. Yes, fish pies for two gentlemen like yourselves. Yes, for you two a piece. That's gonna be 1 silver piece for per fish pie. So that'll be 2 silver pieces.
I look in my rucksack and I pull out 2 silver pieces. One for me and one for Tusk.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is the good stuff right here. Okay, cool. And he goes and he reaches in the oven and he takes out these 2 very nice fish pies. It takes him a little bit of time, but he eventually gets it out and taken care of. And you guys have basically a pie that has a big tail sticking out of it, like a fish. And he's like, here you go. Here is my fish pie special. And you guys have a fantastic day. Please tell your friends, tell your family about the fish bowl in Vogler. We have the best fish pies in all the land.
Cool, thank you. Well, you got any seating here?
Any seating? Yeah, well, you can still sit over there. There's a couple seating over there, and then you might be able to sit over there, too. But also, you're free to, I've designed the pies to be eaten on the go. So you could walk with the pie, you could sit with the pie, you could lay down in the park with the pie, and have yourself a little picnic. So go ahead and do what you want.
All right, thank you.
Tusk will just like eat his pie all in like one big bite as he's like walking out the door. Goes, you good at job.
Well, the bottom part was just like a plate. You're not supposed to eat that part, but that was pretty impressive. That was very nice. I ain't even mad I lost the plate.
As we're leaving, I take a bite of the pie. And I was like, thank you. That's actually really good. I'll be coming back here more often.
Oh yeah, come on back.
Bye.
Y'all take care now. Cool. For potion making. Because I know there's a thing in Tasha that talks about it. It takes 1 work day. So we'll say between now and the fish, that's at least 1 hour. Flora, we're going to need at least a total of, I guess, 8 technically for the day. But there's a lot of downtime today, so I wouldn't be surprised if you were able to get that taken care of. But you do have the 25, you have 50 gold pieces worth of material. So that is definitely going to help. You don't have to at least spend the money, but you do have to spend a work day brewing that. So if you want, is your herbalism kit on like your?
Yes, it is.
Go ahead and roll that with wisdom as the query and see what you get. See how maybe you can speed up the process.
Okay.
No, I mean you didn't waste any, but you definitely didn't help the process. You get through this first hour, it's pretty rough, but you do get an hour of work done. But you think if you keep up this type of pace, you might ruin your materials.
I think she'll put it away after seeing that. It's like, ooh,
But we're 1 out of 8
Oh.
hours.
I think later she'll work on that. Maybe during the reception, she'll like make it, or whenever she has time.
Well, there's always going to be a lot of downtime right now. You guys are in the circle. Of course, you can make your way farther north. You could interact with some of the townspeople. You can just sit there and eat your fish pies. What do you guys want to do?
Dan eating my pie. Kind of like over here. I'm sure it's consistent.
Your mic's kind of
Breaking up
your mic's kind of doing
really
this like weird like double thing. It's kind of odd.
Weird. Hold on.
And then every once in a while you'll be all right, and then it goes back to it. It's weird.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Well, Tusk is ready to go back.
Hold on, Tusk. I'm browsing this selection here at the stage where I'm at.
And you talk to this
get
person.
Yeah, the one I'm right next to.
Oi, yes, welcome. How are you today?
Oh, I'm good. Just finished my fish pie. Got it from over there, the fish bowl.
Oh yes, Unc is quite the bowl fish maker. He's quite the chef, baker, I guess. Whatever you try to be sneaky through the town, Flora, but as you're trying to sneak, everyone can just hear your mushrooms just making a lot of noise, and it's very obvious that that everyone just like looks at you like what is this?
She'll look at her. I was trying to scare Mr. Edison.
I don't think that worked out too well for you. So, can I browse your selection here?
Oh yeah, well most of the stuff in
I
the
say
town.
today-
The town circle is mostly just like stuff for the King's Fisher Festival, like tassels and some incense to burn, and I have little tiny I got these little trinkets I made out of stone to commemorate the festival. If you really want to buy anything the markets down south by the wharf, they got some good stuff, fishing poles and different types of basic. I think there might be a blacksmith down there. I think he's got some armor and other, commodities. But yeah, nothing. I just got trinkets. I got lots of trinkets. Do you want a trinket?
I'll buy one, but can I also ask you another question on where the library is?
Oh, the library. Well, there's no particular library. Us here at Vogel, fishermen ain't much on reading. Mostly just fishing. But the oldest building in Voglar is the old Thornwall Keep. It's a ruin. An ancient Salmonic keep. Salmonacs our ancient ancestors. It's on the north side of town. It's a bit of a ruin, but the Knight of Solmania, the Miss Becklin, she youth Viharin, she lives in that keep. I'm sure there might be something there of ancient, some books or something that she's kept there for a long time. I mean, it's been there forever.
I'll ask her when I get to the Crab Inn.
Flora will
But anyways, thanks.
Yes. What do you want to ask, Flora?
Flora's gonna tug on Edison's and ask him what is a library?
Oh, I begin to explain what a library is. It's a collection of books and knowledge that that can be passed down for generations. So I pull out my spell book and I show her what the books look like, what they can look like.
Mr. Ispin was never keen on books. But you look like someone who likes books.
I always thought those were for fire.
Hmm.
They burn really good.
Oh, I know they do.
How do you know?
Tusk burn long.
I've burned a few books.
Oh, can Flora burn this book? And she'll look at your book.
No, I'm sorry. This is my own special book that I have to keep and protect myself. I put it away.
Okay.
Tusk always thought it strange. Humans use paper to talk.
You can use paper to talk?
Like the letter.
What's a letter?
Ispin's like the letter about Ispin's funeral again.
Oh. Interesting.
Whatever the party wants to do next, feel free.
Well, I think I'll head back to the Brass Crab. You guys want to go back?
I think that's what we'll do, is go back to the Brass Crab.
Perfect. When you head back to the Brass Crab, there's going to be a few hours before the ceremony start, and as villagers start gathering in towards the Brass Crab. Does anybody want to do anything? Do you want to continue to make work on some potions?
Yep.
Go ahead, give me some herbalism image.
Can I put a little guidance on that? Or
Go
no?
ahead. Oh yeah.
Okay. My guidance? I would totally feel like I need that. Okay. So I just
It's still like a skill
put the-
check, so I mean, I don't see why not. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
If you just click the word guidance underneath, it should auto roll it for you. You see that?
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Hold on.
I got- Perfect. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, boom.
got it.
Yeah, you can either click it or do it like that. Those both work. Yep, so that's 16. You definitely do a great job in this next hour. You think you might have even recovered from some of the mistakes you made earlier. And if you want to get, there's one more hour in there if you want to.
Yeah. You want to do another check then?
Please.
Okay.
You can still use your guidance again, so you just recast it before you.
Yep.
Yep. So a 12. Oh, it's good. You get another solid hour out of that one, and you're still on track. So you got 3 out of 8 hours for a day's work in there.
Next.
All right, and then let's go and get some of the townspeople that you met, which was this guy. And I'm not going to put every single townsperson on here, just some of the main ones, but you can imagine it's pretty packed. Ispin was a pretty cool guy, and a lot of people liked him, and there are a lot of people here. And you could see Becklin and Crudgirl.
I'm still on the map. Am I supposed to be at the Brass
Yeah,
Crab?
I'm trying to making sure that I got this set up right.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Now, when you guys get back to the Brass Crab, Becklin encourages all of you to come near the dock and come to the back for a special little funeral that Espen wanted to set up. So let me put you guys back there first. Perfect. And then you guys make your way to the Brass Crab after a few hours of drinking and talking with friends. And you guys are all down here. And this is where
Say,
you see a
this is
beautifully
where
a covered boat with flowers and with a tarp. And you see Cutgirl Ironsmite and Becklin und Varian send off their friend Ispin Greenshield. And you can see a somber look on the face of Becklin. And let me get some less cheery music in here because it's a little too cheery for me. And they start to kind of give a, those who were closest to Ispin Greenshield gather to the dock overlooking the Vingard River. There, Ispin's body rests in a small boat, his body wrapped in shroud. A musician plays a soft song as the knight of Becklin und Veri steps up forward to her ornate salmoneric armor. She smiles gently at those assembled, and her voice carries clearly across the water. You all knew Ispin as a friend, and there were none like him. Before he died, he told me this: there should be tales, not tears, for an old scoundrel like me. Make sure everyone knows my stories when I head off to the greatest adventure of them all. Becklin nods, and the villagers carry the boat containing Ispin's body to the dock at the edge, where where she and Crowdgirl lower it into the water. Let us do just that. Becklin continues in the tiny vessel onto the Vingard River. On the eve of the Kingfisher Festival, we celebrate you, Ispin. Good travels, friend, until we meet again. The funeral. Does anybody want to say anything or do anything as Ispin gets sent off into the river? I don't know if I showed this to you.
Yeah, you showed us that. Tusk would probably go over there and be like,
You taught me lots of things. For someone who wasn't an orc, you were okay.
Flora will go up to him. You're very careless, and I often had to heal you. Well, I hope the spores continue being with you, and she will she'll pull out a little seed and use Druidcraft to make it bloom into like a red marigold.
Heck yeah. Editor, you good? You don't want to do anything? You don't have to.
sorry,
Just giving you a chance
sorry,
if you
I
want
had
to.
my mic off.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. Thank you, Ispin, for teaching me how to use the longsword, how to sail and whatnot. And I was happy to house you as well on your adventures. So long, friend.
As the little tiny boat sails off, everyone watches as it sails, and then after a little bit, Becklin turns and says, "Let's do as our friend Ispin asked. Let us have a good time and remember him. Come, everyone, follow me to the Brass Crab. Drinks and food are on me, please." And she comes over, and her and Krungel open up the doors to the back of the Brass Crab, and you can see the tavern player starts to try to bring up the joy in the room by playing some music and getting everybody in a good mood. And everyone comes in and starts to get a drink from. There's a different array of bread, cheese, local ale, dozens of attendees. Practically everyone in the village makes an appearance at the reception, including and then obviously after a little bit, after people are drinking and eating, you can see Becklin stand up and she goes, you know, as it's been asked, I want to tell a tale of our adventuring. And she takes a drink of her a cup, and she tells a tale about one night Ispin shared a campfire with a befuddled old man who disappeared before dawn, never to be seen again. Ispin always remembers the strange advice the traveler offered. Those who are good tell people, but those who are great get told. And we'll here, and they hold up a drink and they cheers it. Does anybody else want to share a story of their time with Espen?
I'll go then. Flora will extend.
While all this
Go ahead.
while all this is going on, I'm ordering hard liquor this time.
So Flora will like stand on the table because she's so fucking small. It's been found me, wandering towards a village, and he taught me many things, how not to always trust all humans, and how to earn money, and how to do a lot of things. Flora is happy for that, but he was very careless. Spin always got into jams, and Flora had to always bail Spin out. I'm sorry, friend, for not being there always. Joel down.
Everyone's holds up their glass and here, and their cheers to your story and be like, we all wish we could have been there for Ispin, but that was a good story. Thank you, Flora.
Joe bow.
I'll go next.
Go ahead.
I raise up my shot glass and I ring it a bit with like a spoon or something that's on the table. Hey, I remember a time when he came to visit, and I'm kind of tipsy right now too, so he came to visit, and I had teaching me how to use a sword. I think it was a particularly long sword. I can't remember. It was long. It was a while ago. Anyways, I accidentally injured myself, and he was able to help me get myself back. But he taught me how to use a longsword, despite me being a wizard. To Ispin.
To Ispin! As you tell that story, you see a very noble-looking man and his very posh-looking son in the corner, and he just like, and he yawns a little bit. Anybody else want to tell a story?
I do not think Tusk would tell a story.
Perfect, thank you. I'm going to have a villager tell a story, and they're going to start going along about, once the Lord of Panthaus ordered Ispin arrested after the adventurer shaved the Lord's twin Salmonek poodles. But Ispin talked his way out of it by... And before the villager could end, you see the pompous man yell out, "Oh, jeez, we've heard that story 1,000 times! You're telling it worse than he did!" And he starts laughing. And you can see all the locals are kind of like put off by him a little bit. And you see this man sitting here. He is very pompous looking, and he thinks he's definitely all that. He looks something like this, with a big belly and a bald head. And you see Becklin, Barcarius Uthas died. What a lonely, miserable man. Can't even be nice at a funeral. And then the man stands up. He goes, "Hey, ha! Well, you know, Ispin's Ispin, but at least I get free ale." And he takes a big two pitchers that are supposed to go for 2 tables. He takes it brings it to his own table.
Tusk would look at him and say,
You're very loud for someone who is so ugly.
Ugly? My mother always said I was very handsome. You're not the most beautiful looking man I've ever seen myself.
Is blind and a liar.
Are you calling my mother blind?
Yes, I said she was blind and a liar.
Well, I didn't say she wasn't a liar. She's one of the worst liars I ever met, but she definitely wasn't blind. Do you want this guy here, Tusk, or is he getting on your nerves?
"No, he's fine."
He's gonna keep drinking and keep being ignorant.
Yeah. Tusk just felt like insulting him because he was being really loud.
Well, it definitely stung. My mother wasn't blind. She could see just fine. But your comment of his blind mother has quieted him down a little bit. He's not as reckless or as loud. Then you see another person stand up. You see a very profound-looking fisherwoman with a fisherman that looks like a little patch on her, or like a pin on her vest, and she says, "Here, here for Ispin. One night Ispin shared a camp. One night Ispin weathered a week locked in a dungeon of the mountain dwarf nation of Kaolin, but he secured his release by promising to bring them all the finest ale in the land. Little did they know, he brought them all tainted sewer water to Ispin." And she smacks her ale. And the night goes on with people telling stories of Ispin and drinking. And you can see that Becklin walks over and pats them. And you can basically learn that this is the mayor of the town, Raven Uth Voglir. And does anyone else want to do anything before I move forward?
My character would be pretty heavy in drinks, so do I need to make Constitution saves?
Yeah, if you're going to continuously drink for the night, please, make some Constitution saves.
How do I do that?
So you go to your character page and go where it says the saves right next to
yeah, that's right.
Yep, click the word Constitution. Oh yeah, you guys are drinking just fine. You're definitely drinking, but you're not wasted yet for the first couple hours. We'll do another one for the next couple hours. But as the night goes on, you do finally get to fish. Crudgold, Iron Smile makes their way over to you, three of you, and she says, "Thank you for coming. Aspen was an old friend of mine, and my name is Crudgold. I am the leader of the Ironclad Regiment. It's a group of mercenaries outside of town. I'm very happy to have seen all of you come. Thank you for participating. And do you plan to stay for the Kingfishers Festival?"
Yes. Tusk is a good fisher. He'll teach everyone that he's the best fisherman.
Ah, yes.
Maybe.
Slurring my words a little bit. Yes.
Oh, oof. Humans can't hold their liquor, right? Well, if you plan on fishing in the fisherman's contest tomorrow, I suggest getting of your own fishing rods. Some of the rental fishing rods that they have are quite horrible, and I'm last year I embarrassed myself so badly I can't participate this year. I made the mistake of renting a fishing rod.
Oh dear.
Tusk will buy his fishing rod.
Oh yeah, the market has lots of nice stuff. Well, yep, also tomorrow we will be doing the reenactment of the Battle of High Hill. My mercenaries will be playing the part of the Batties, the Islors, and I would love if you guys came by and saw it tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Tusk will watch your battle.
Thank you, haha, to Ispin. The hill and the Battle of High Hill was always his favorite part. And she shares glasses with you. And as she shares glasses, everyone give me an insight roll.
Put a little guidance on that.
Yeah, you have to guidance it. You make some components and you cast the spell. Those two got a great roll, so I don't think it's even if you rolled poorly. Both Edisor and Tusk, and all got 17. And Flora, you look at Crude Girl's face, and she's got this weird look in her face as she looks across the room, and you can tell by her eye contact. You all look. She's looking over here at this elf. She's got a weird look on her face.
Which elf?
This one over here with blue skin.
Ah.
I think Laura would make an insight check on the elf.
Oh yeah, totally. You're more than welcome to.
That is a 6, okay.
They're just somberly sitting there at the fringe of the reception, keeping to themselves.
Flora will probably tug in. Crudge.
Iron Smile's fine. I can't pronounce Cudgel. I don't know what the hell the name is. Iron Smile's fine.
Okay.
Adriel.
Cuddle?
Okay. Who is that? She'll point at the elf.
I was about to ask you all the same thing. I don't think I've ever seen her before. I knew Ispen knew a lot of people though, so it's not all that Ispen has somebody I've never met, but nobody I've ever seen.
Well, they look weak. If they start fighting, Tusk will deal with it.
I like you, Tusk.
Okay.
You'd make a great mercenary. And she's going to cheers you and just kind of go back to the party. What do you want to do, Edisor?
So after downing another shot, I'm gonna make another Constitution save.
Yep, go ahead. Oh yeah, you're holding the liquor good tonight. You are feeling a little tipsy though.
Who are you? I say to the elf.
Oh, me? My name is Lidra. I'm just an old friend of Ispin's, and I wanted to come and pay my dues. As you see this very beautiful blue-skinned Sylvestia elf named and introduced herself as Ladara. She's very quiet and somber, and she just lets you know that she came and arrived the day before, and I'm an old performer who knew Ispen.
Oh.
If you want to make that insight check, you're more than welcome to. You did. Oh wait, you did. It was a 6. Never mind. Go ahead.
Well, here's to another good friend, I say as I go to order another shot.
Oh, I've lost many loved ones in my long life, and I understand the pain that you feel losing a friend.
Do you play instrument?
Oh, me? Well, when I knew Espen, I was quite good with the lute, but it's been a long time since I've played that.
Play with Flora, and she'll pull out a flute, and she'll play.
Oh, you play so nicely. Go ahead with that great playing. Give me a charisma persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh. Luckily, I have verse. It's not even her how she says it. It sounds super weird how she says it, but it's just because of how cute and adorable she is. It's how she gets persuasions off.
She hears your music, and Lidra has not played her instrument in a very long time. And with that type of persuasion roll and your flute playing, she stands up and starts playing a heartbreakingly beautiful Sylvestian song in Elvish. And she starts to sing with her beautiful voice, and everyone stops. I probably should have had a really cool song ready for this, but I don't. I want you to imagine some like beautiful singing, and she's singing a high soprano tone as Flora just flutes along with the beat, and everybody raises up their glass, and after the end of the song climaxes, and they all start applauding her loudly. It was an incredible song, and Idasaur's just getting wasted but he's holding his liquor. The DC was 15 on that one. He still held it, so you're getting wasted, and the party goes on. You can start to see some people retiring. Eventually, Lidra makes her way to a room she's rented and goes to sleep. Eventually, Barkus and his son proudly walk off, being like, wasn't even that good of a funeral. It's pretty, maybe a C at best. And they kind of walk out snootily. As the reception goes on, the party continues, and basically, does anyone want to do anything else before the reception winds down?
I think
Other than getting more drunk and rolling some con saves?
Drinking.
Yes, okay. I thought that might be a thing. Let's get the music going again. The guy's starting to clean up the piano. He's like, wait, what? Let's do it. And we're drinking.
I think as soon as like there's less people, Flora goes to an empty table and just pulls out her kit again and start working.
Cool. You have not been drinking like that, Flora, so you're not going to have any disadvantage on your crafting. This is going to be your fourth one, so go ahead and go for it. Con save, give me another one. This one's going to be a DC. This is the tough one. This is DC 18. Can he stay conscious? Nope. Edisaur is fucked up.
And then I pass out on the like the counter.
He's passed out on the counter. Tusk, what are you doing?
Tusk has kind of been sitting here, like, taking all this stuff in, really still new to human interactions in towns. Mostly, I guess he would just be listening, like, when that guy said that, it was a C at best. Like, Tusk just gets really confused and thinks, like, this funeral's not at sea. And he's like, Idasaur like drink himself into a stupor, and he thinks like, why get so drunk you can't not stand? He's just kind of like looking at everybody really weird, sitting at his table the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see me just.
Yeah, he's just kind of sitting here silently judging everybody.
Raven Uthvogler is going to come close to you, Tusk, and she's going to say, I heard that you said that you're going to show everyone you're the best fisherman here in Vogler.
I am the best fisherman.
Ha!
I was taught by orcs because I'm an orc.
Well, orc or not, I'm the best fisherman in Vogler, and two back-to-back King's Festival champion.
Oh, I didn't know about it last time.
That's fair. Ignorance is bliss, I guess. Well, you best bring your best game tomorrow, because I'll be catching the legendary fish of Vanguard River.
There's a legendary fish?
Yeah, Benabog, the line breaker. He's as old as the city. No one's ever caught him.
Tusk will catch this line breaker fish. Then Tusk will eat him in front of everyone.
Well, catching it alone would be impressive, but eating an 8-foot-long fish, it's quite a task. Good luck to you, sir. I'll be excited to see you at the festival. And she nods her head as she makes her way off and says goodbye to Becklin and makes her way off to go home.
I'm gonna go smoke real quick.
Go for it.
Obviously, my character's passed out, so
Not a
there's
problem.
nothing really much for me to go on.
Anybody else? Go ahead and make me that roll with your herbalism kit. If you want to throw on your guidance, you're more than welcome to.
That's what I'm gonna do. See.
19,
Oh, 19.
perfect. You've definitely made some leeway. Before you were kind of on pace, now you're starting to catch up and definitely save yourself some rolls. Throughout the night with that type of roll, we're going to say that you are going to be able to make at least one potion of healing.
Nice. Okay.
It's going to take a few hours. Like you need 5 more. We'll say it takes you 4. But I mean, you could stay up by yourself in your bedroom for an hour before you take your long rest. So it's not like it's the most crazy thing in the world.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
This door is actually not placed correctly and it's pissing me off. Excuse me. There we go. Perfect. And then as time goes on, other patrons will make their way out, and Yami will be like, "Oi! Your friend here is on my bar. You're more than welcome. Becklin has paid for a room. If you'd like to stay over here, you're more than welcome to."
Yes, I would like to sleep in a room.
Oi. And as you guys start to get ready, Becklin will walk over and say, "Thank you all for coming. We appreciate you. Espen would really, really appreciates it. But please, Espen left something for you. A bit of a parting gift. Will you come to the Thornwall Keep tomorrow morning? And come hungry. I'll have breakfast. I'll have dinner, food ready for you. But I want to give you something Espen left for me, for you."
I will be there.
Thank you, thank you. You too, Flora? Can I count on you?
Yes, sir.
And I see
Well-
Edisor cannot speak for himself, but if he'd like to come along, let him know he's welcome.
Flora will get him out.
Thank you, thank you. All right, well, I'll be off. Thank you all for coming. Espen would be very happy to know it. And I'm off. Thank you, and she'll make her way off as well.
So, Flora, are you strong too?
I'm from West.
Are you strong?
Mm,
Edisor says he's strong. Are you strong?
not with muscles, and she'll like show her arm. It's like a very noodle arm looking. But I have friends, and she'll put one of the mushrooms on the table.
Well, I do not know if your mushrooms help. But I think we'll be friends.
Ooh, friends.
I
Flora would
will
like.
not eat your mushrooms, although they would be delicious.
Please don't. Flora will find you other mushroom.
I believe you.
And then Tusk is going to probably go to bed.
Perfect. You gonna carry Edisor in there, or you gonna leave him where he's at?
No, I'm not carrying him. I barely know the guy.
Perfect. Flora, what are you doing? You just gonna go to bed?
Flora's gonna carry Edison to his room or just one of the empty rooms.
Perfect. You're a little bit weaker, so give me some athletic checks.
I'm so glad I put. I'm so glad I put proficiency in that. Can I put a little guidance on that or no?
Go for it.
Okay.
With those shrooms help around, you always have a little bit of guidance accessible to you. 17. He bonks his head on the counter table as you drag his foot across, and you get him in there, but you kind of got him like half cocked, laying on the bed. Not the most comfortable position, but he'll do. Might have a little back soreness.
Heave ho, heave ho. It's the whole time walking to the room.
You hear a
you just witnessed these. Might have been muted that whole time. I'm sorry. You heave Edisor towards it, and you do your best to pull him into bed, get him in a position that's comfortable. Tusk, your question has been instantly answered. As you see Flora using guidance with her mushrooms, these mushrooms are almost like a tiny workforce helping her pull Edisor from the bar to his bed. And you realize maybe there's more than meets the eye to these little mushrooms. Maybe they're not just for eating.
Tusk will think about this.
Cool. The guy will finally see you stop drinking, and he will the piano player will stop playing his music, and he will get his pay from Yalmi, and he will head off as well. And Yalmi will say goodnight, and everybody will get a long rest throughout the night. Let's see. Yeah, nothing
It
of
doesn't do
event.
anything. Clicked on it.
When you hit long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing changed. Nobody took any damage, and you didn't use any resources, so it makes
That's what I'm
sense.
saying, like, it doesn't do anything, but I still clicked on it.
You better, right? Out of habit.
Where do you find it?
So if you look at your character sheet underneath, like, I think it's like your characteristics or flaws
I
and
see.
stuff. I think I've correctly assigned everything that's long rest refreshable to refresh, but sometimes I miss stuff. We'll do it together. But it's pretty uneventful. Does anyone need to go do anything, use the bathroom or anything before we keep going? Grab a drink.
I don't.
No.
Cool. You guys wake up the next day, and the town is a bustling. And the morning, the night, the sun comes in and hits you in the face, and we'll assume you guys are kind of like something like that, and you have no issues throughout the night, and you can kind of hear the buzz of the town. The town's abuzz with festive energy this morning as locals set up stalls and hang decorations. What do you guys want to do?
Tusk will wake
Oh,
up
wait.
and start saying, like,
How do humans wake so early? The sun is just now risen.
I slowly wake up. I'm like, oh, remind me to never drink like that again. While pressing his temples.
If you're going to help Tusk kill dragons, you need to remember things like that make you soft.
You have to talk so loud this morning.
Tusk not like using words. Orc speak in grunts and pokes. Much better. Much more quiet. Flora, do you remember where we're supposed to go?
Yes, I do. And she will relay the message about last night going towards the arc, the stone arc.
Exactly. Specifically, you would remember, Flora, that
Thornvale Keep.
Tusk was worried he would have to just ask people till they told him.
I'm very good at remembering.
Tusk is not. Before
Perfect.
Tusk could find town, Tusk yelled at lots of people to tell him what this letter said, but Tusk kept forgetting.
Flora knows her way around a lot of places. She just remembers.
all right. So the party wants to head their way to Thornwell Keep.
Yes.
Perfect. As you do, you start to make your way from the same way that you came, naturally. And when you do, you get towards the village circle. Gonna make your way up towards the this path here, towards the river gate. And when you do, you are greeted. Let me bring you over there. You are greeted. Go back to that. Now, ahead of the road to the Thornwell Keep climbs the low hill toward the ancient edifice, a ghostly morning mist. As you head over, you hear a voice, a very friendly one, say, "Good morning, Becklin's friends! I'm glad I caught you!" And from a doorway steps, or from the archway, or not the archway, but from the tree steps a young man, his sword at his hip, and a cloak sack on his arm. "I am Darrett, Becklin's student. I hope you haven't had breakfast already." And you see a very friendly young man with, like I said, there he is, sword at his hip, and a nice cloth vestige of a shirt with the floral components on it. And he waves you guys over.
You are a warrior.
Warrior in training, if you will. Yes, I am Becklin's aspiring knight. I serve her.
I'm Odysseus. Sorry, I had one too many to drink last night, so
Oh yeah.
I apologize.
No, it's fine. I'm sure there are a lot of people who had too much to drink last night. Even Madame Becklin had a few drinks herself, which is unlike her. And what do you want to roll insight on?
I think this is not Flora herself, but her mushroom just circling around Garrett and just kind of checking out his vibes.
Yeah, the vibes of you and the mushrooms are kind of one, so flavor's free. I like that. The mushrooms are kind of inspecting him and going around him, and he kind of looks around. He's like, "Oh, hello, little friends," and he waves. And from what you could tell, he's a kind-hearted young man, probably no older than maybe 17 or 18-year-old human, and he just is fastidious, and he's aspiring to be a knight, and that's why he obviously sees Becklin in high regards. He's good-hearted, and he's very nothing out of the ordinary.
You remind me of Ispin. He always smiled too, but he was strong.
Well, that's quite the compliment. But Ispin was quite the warrior and quite a good person as well.
You are too.
Oh.
I can tell.
Oh yes, thank you. Well, how about a fish pie? Would you be interested? Unc makes the best fish pies in all the land.
Yeah, actually, that actually sounds good. You might have some water there too, because I'm thirsty.
You look a bit dehydrated.
Do you have sweetbreads?
Do I have what?
Do you have sweetbreads?
Sweetbreads. Well, there's only one baker in town. It's Unc.
Hmm.
You could ask
I
him.
will ask them. It's been always buying sweetbreads wherever he went.
Fantastic. Well, Sir Miss Becklin has sent me for a fish pie for her, so I do have to get one regardless. If anyone else, she told me to buy one for any of you as well, if you're interested.
Hmm.
We'll make our way in there. And Becklin will see Unc. "Oh, Unc, yes, please. 2 fish pies for myself and for Miss Becklin, and of course 1 for any of these new travelers and friends of Ispin." And Uncle will go, oh yes, oh yeah, I remember them. Oh yeah, they were here yesterday. They got themselves some fish pies, and they already back for more. I told you, best fish pies in all the land.
It was very good fish pie.
Oh yeah, so that's one for that man over there. Yes, oh definitely make it 3. How about you, sir? Another fish pie for you?
Yes, I'm back. I'm back again for the fish pie.
Oh,
Would you,
oh!
per chance, have water available?
Oh my goodness, you look dehydrated, sir. I'll tell you what, you had a few too many drinks last night. It's been get together.
Yes.
Ah, I knew you did. You just like Ispin. He just always had too many drinks. I'm gonna give you the Ispin pie special. Ispin used to come in for this pie all the time when he'd have too many drinks over there at the crab. I got you. And I ain't never met you before. How you doing? You come for a fish pie?
Sweetbread.
Sweetbread.
Head over the counter. Sweetbread.
Sweetbread. Oh. This is special request. Okay. Well, let's see what I could do. Let me go ahead and just whip this up. I'm gonna need a few minutes. This is new to Unc. So and Uncle just starts making up the fish pies. Makes the normal fish pies for Tusk and Dariet. And Edisor, he hands you a special fish pie. You go, here's that Ispin special. I tell you right now, you'll be feeling good as new.
I take it and go to a table. Thank you again. Start eating it.
Yeah, it tastes fucking horrible. Roll me a Constitution save. It is some of the worst tasting shit you've ever eaten in your life, and as you're chewing into it, you just spit it out a little bit, and now you have kind of a soupy mess of pie spit out and pie in front of you. You unbegrudgingly eat it as best you can, but you make a very nasty face. And Unc's gonna be like, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. The secret ingredient in that right there is the unfertilized eggs of a Kalamandua salamander, and they don't taste very good. They're pretty nasty. I'll be real with you. I wasn't gonna tell you, but that look on your face, yep, that's Ispin. He was a nasty son of a bitch, I tell you what. And he goes into the oven, and he takes out. Well, I'm not the best. I'm mostly into pies. I don't do a lot of bread. It's like it's different, but here you go. I hope this is all right for you. And after about an hour of pie baking, he hands everyone their orders and takes the money from Dariet. Be like, well, have a great day, y'all, now, and come on back for them pies if you hungry.
True craftsman.
Edisor, you take the final bite begrudgingly, and it's some of the worst things you've ever eaten. But maybe no more than 5 minutes later, your complete hangover is completely gone.
Oh, is it gone already? That was some of the most foul-tasting food I've ever tasted in my life.
As you guys make your way towards the Thornwall Keep with your new friend, he basically starts giving you a little information on himself. He starts telling you how he originally was abandoned by his parents a long time ago, over about a decade ago, and he spent many a years as a ward for the community of Vogler until Becklin took him under her wing. And in years since, he has just had an aptitude for strategic thinking, and Becklin has been training him and trying to induct him into the Knights of Salminia one day. He trains very hard, and he very much wants to be a knight of Salminia, and he's well-read and courteous, and just tells you how honor is his life, and how he understands military strategy, and he's just inexperienced to command, has given him a hard time delegating.
You will make a good human warrior.
I hope so. If I could be half the warrior that Ispin or Becklin is, I think I'll be okay.
You understand what makes humans strong. and you seem like you'll be very strong. I would be afraid to fight you in battle when you are ready.
It's quite the compliment, sir. You're very intimidating and scary looking, so thank you.
Huh. Well, I am an orc, and I've had lots of years to gain muscle. We orcs, our strength's not in our brains. It's in our muscles, and on our arms, and in our legs, and in our axes. But I don't have an axe. I got a big ball.
Oh, that's a nice big ball there. How did you come across that?
Well, a dragon killed all the people I knew. And to an orc, well, your weapon, it's your life. So, I got all their weapons and put them in a big fire that the dragon started, and I melted them together into the ball, so I could always carry them with me. It's real
Whoa.
heavy, so I gotta be real strong.
Whoa. Well, I'm sorry that dragon did that to you. That's horrible. But, you know,
Well,
I'm gonna kill that dragon.
well, before you go, Flora, he's just going to say, well, you know, it might not make sense, but one thing that I think Becklin's always told me is that it's not the size of the warrior's muscles or their giant ball that makes them a great warrior. It's the size of the compassion in their heart.
At one time, I disagree, but I've been beaten by enough humans to know you can do some things that orcs can't. But I'll use my muscles.
That's fair. Well, come on, let's go up. And she walks you up to the Vanguard. To the Vanguard. Vanguard River is over here, actually. Let's actually throw that in there because that's actually a pretty cool little thing. Boop. And it takes you to Thornwall Keep. You guys make your way up the path, and eventually you find yourself standing in front of the Thornwall Keep, back where originally you first entered, Flora, and you finally make it in. Well, veins of bronze-colored ivy cling to Thornwell Keep's ancient three-story stone tower, the tallest structure in Vogler. From the central roof raises an elaborate device resembling a catapult. Crumbling ruins and walls and the other fallen structures surround the keep, and amid them lie several shallow square pits covered for excavation sites. Excuse me. You guys walk up, and Dara will be like, "Come on, Miss Becklin is expecting us." And you guys see the keep. You make your way in. Let me get you guys all close. I know that door doesn't lead anywhere because, you know, whatever. And boom! You guys walk into the keep, and you can see an elaborate layer of bookshelves and different segments of old armor that's rusted up. And you can see Becklin kind of going over things and saying, "Oh, Darrett, you've returned with our friends and with the pies. Yes, please." And she takes the pies and she starts handing them out. And Darrett and Highwater, they start sitting down and eating their pies. She looks over and sees, "Oh, I've seen you've already eaten yours, Edisor. Well, I'm sure you had quite an appetite after last night."
Oh, yeah, but that was some of the most fouling food I've ever tasted in my life.
Oh,
Remind me to never get the Ispin special again.
the Ispin special! Oh, another old tale by Ispin. He was quite the drinker, and he'd always wake up with a hangover, and he'd have to go out and get these salamanders out in the middle of the desert. It was quite a thing. Their unfertilized baby eggs are great for neutralizing the hangover, but taste horrible. And she'll go into the story about how Ispin would catch these salamanders and use it to make the pie. It tastes horrible. It kind of goes into the story about it. And you guys all sit down and just eat breakfast. Anybody want to do anything in particular? Obviously, you're not eating at a store. Do you want to take a look at the first floor library?
Yeah, I'm gonna peruse the books, see what they have.
As you peruse, you see it's a ton about lore about Corinne things about the cataclysm. In fact, as you're eating and running along, what you see is these glorified pictures of this massive dragon being led off by some type of horde of people, and some high master with fire red eyes of the Dragon Lord army is against Salmania, the ancient war of. Let me go to it specifically, and you read about the Dragon Queen's conquest of Ansalon has begun. The eastern half of the continent has already fallen, and the Dreg army forces against isolated fraction lands. Now they turn their attention to the west, and it looks like you can see that our friend Becklin is paying very close attention to the Red Dragon army and their what they're doing and their different moves and how they're operating through Somania.
I begin to read some of the lore about the cataclysm, the war, and everything else.
She definitely has stuff about the cataclysm. Is there anything in here that I can show you about the cataclysm? Over here. Okay, that's not very helpful. No. No. Nope. I'll find something for you. I'll post it in the chat later. Let's just move forward. Anybody, eventually you will get a bunch of lore about the cataclysm, and I'll make sure to post it in Discord later. I'm not going to take up time now. What, anybody else want to do anything else while they're eating?
I think Flora will motion a hand gesture of come to my level to Darren or Daria.
Yeah, and they'll come and lean in. Do you want to have them get closer to talk to you?
No, just kind of be at the same level as Flora.
Okay, crouch down. I got you.
And she'll pat him on his head and say, "Flora does not know her mother or her father. Father left me in the forest and found. But in the end, I found friends." And the mushrooms will be at her legs, kind of around her legs. But they'll hop at Daria because they like his aura. He's very nice.
Yeah. Well, he sees your mushrooms. Like, oh, those are your friends. Oh, yes, perfect. Well, I know what it's like to be abandoned, and friends like Becklin are the reason why I'm who I am today. And friends really help in this crazy world.
Mm-hmm. Just like it's been.
There we go. Hello?
Yep, I can hear you. You want to say something? Go ahead. We can hear you.
Nope.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up?
Oh. Everyone just got real quiet. I thought maybe my Discord went down.
No. Flora was just patting Darian on the head and kind of letting him know that she was also abandoned when she was a kid. So they have something in common. Do you want to say anything or before we finish eating breakfast?
If Tusk had heard that, he would have just said,
Your tribe left you, Flora?
I was left. Don't know what. Why?
That's really sad. My tribe would have never left me. We all loved each other.
it's kind of
Really?
insulting the wound a little bit unintentionally.
I don't know much about my people, actually.
For I've never met any mushroom people. But if I do, I'll tell them.
Becklin will put a final scoop into her fish pie and finish it up. And delicious. Well, hold on. You guys finish up. I'll be right back. Let me go get this what Espen left for you. And you see that she leaves. She walks up the spiral staircase up into her room, and then she comes back. And Becklin returns, re-enters the room carrying a shallow wooden box. excuse me, a shallow wooden box, approximately 3 feet aside. She sets it down gently on a table. Ispin left this for you, she explains, but it comes with a condition. Since he won't be attending the King's Fishing Festival this year, he wanted all of you to participate for him. Specifically, he hoped you'd take his place during the reenactment of the Battle of High Hill. Every year he looked forward to participating and dying in even more ludicrous way than the year before. He was such a showman. Becklin smiles at the memory as she opens the box, revealing a round green shield.
Brady.
Sounds interesting.
Anybody who looks at the shield, give me an investigation roll.
Investigation. All right.
Right. A little guidance on later. That's a 7.
Perfect. Tusk, Flora, that is a shield that is green. You are safe to assume, based on your memories, that is probably Ispin's green shield. But, Edisor, when you look at it, you notice that this isn't just a green shield. This shield is made of a green elemental material, and it's very unique. You kind of suspect that this is a +1 shield that's made from some type of green elemental material that's not metal.
Wow. I began to touch and feel the shield a little bit, trying to gather more info about it.
Yeah, with that roll, you basically could tell that it's a +1 shield for sure. You have some magical, you can feel the weave in it with your magical powers. And of course, Becklin reminds you all that Ispin always said that this shield was given to him by a unicorn far off forest in the Darkenwood. But nobody knows if it's actually true or just another one of Ispin's tall tales. She says, only if you're willing to participate in the battle, you can keep it.
Yeah, I'm willing to participate. What about you, Flora, or in Tusk?
Is the shield made of like metal or like a? So it's an elemental, so it's very natural.
It's very natural, and it's almost like a green gem that's like been hardened. It's definitely not made of metal. Based on what Edisor knows. If he shares that with the party.
I do share it with the party.
Okay.
Tusk will pretend to fight.
He kind of like rolls his eyes and kind of like gives like this big face because he knows like they're just gonna be pretending.
Huzzah! Yes! Ha ha ha! Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Please take the shield. Any of you are free to use it. And please, the battle is until the sun starts to go down. Go to this town, enjoy the Kingfishers Festival, participate in the fishing contest. It is quite a ravishing time. I'll be here if you need me.
Yes. Tusk needs to buy a fishing rod.
Oh, fishing rod, dare it. You've been practicing your fishing all year. Go show Tusk the fishing market down by the wharf. There's, I believe, our kinder friend is down there, and they'd be able to point out a good fishing rod.
I'll join.
Oh yeah, come with. Edisor, you are more than welcome to stay and lounge through the library. I'm sorry to say that I don't have any magical spells or anything like that, but I do have many a book about the lore of Krynn and about the dragon, this horrible army I've heard about. Or you're more than welcome to go and participate in the tournament, whatever you would prefer.
Yeah, I'll peruse more of your books.
Of course. All right, so you're going to be perusing, and we're going to have Flora and Tusk and boop, right over here, and we will take all of you to the wharf so that you can do a little shopping. Whoop. And then let's take you over here. We'll put you over here. And then let's get Flora. as you go through the city, everyone is bubbling and excited for the King's Fisher Festival, and you guys make your way down to the wharf and the market.
Where do we buy fishing rods?
Oh yeah, my bad, I didn't bring our boy. And he's not there, but he's going to point down that there's a kinder, Frostwind, who is really good at knowing the deals in the market, and they'd probably be able to help us find some rods.
We will go talk to the little people.
Yes. Come on. They'll be excited to meet you, Tusk. They've never met an orc before. And Dariet walks up and goes, "Oh, Frostin, hello!" And you see this tiny little kinder person. They're very small, tiefling size, pokey ears, and very curious. And they'll be like, "Hello, Frostin, how are you?" And, I'm okay. Are these your friends, or? I don't owe anybody any money, I promise.
I am not here for your money. I am here to buy fishing rods.
Oh, fishing rods? Oh, okay. Yeah. I believe that, I actually, Upton Lanth is always confiscating things from fishermen who don't pay their ferry fees, and I believe his daughter, Nasea, she might have a little, deal for some confiscated fishing rods. I know she's not, unwilling to sell confiscated goods. She's up north by the Wolf Watcher's, office.
No.
Yep. Yeah, she's up here. She'll be able to help you. Definitely get some nice fishing rods on the cheap. And if you want anything from me, I have these little fishbone puppets that I make. They're little puppets that's made of fish bones, and she takes them out and has like these little she's using the strings to like pull these little the fish things. It's like a little puppet, like a marionette show with fish bones as puppets, and she's like making a little show. Do you want to buy one?
We go.
Perfect. No fishbone puppets?
Yep.
So, would you guys be okay if I dip out now?
Not a problem, dude.
Actually.
We'll. Do you want to participate in the Kingfisher's fishing contest? It's pretty cool.
No, actually, I think I'll be fine.
Edisor, I'm going to do some rolls with you later. If you spend the whole time studying those books, you're going to find some interesting information. It will not be in vain.
Okay.
Cool. So you guys make your way up north, and when you see a woman dressed in a beautiful-looking fishing outfit, hogging on some fish, and she goes, "Yeah? You looking at me?"
Yeah.
So I'll see you guys later then.
Hey, great job today, Edisor.
Yep.
Thank you for playing.
See you guys next week.
And of course, guys, if you just want to stop there, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to play without them. So it's literally, we're going to do some roleplay stuff, and then I'm not going to continue the plot until we have our boy back with us. Basically, the battle at Big Hill. We're not going to do that. Yeah. What do you guys want to do? You want to keep going a little bit, or you want to hold off? Squad?
What do you want to do, Chad?
Chavin, we can't hear you if you're talking. Chavin?
I think soon.
Okay.
Alright.
We hear you a little bit there.
Okay.
Do you
I was
want to?
saying,
Go ahead.
I'll do whatever you guys want to do. Like, I'm willing to keep going, or we can call it here. I do need to know how much my fishing rod is going to cost me.
5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
5 gold pieces.
I literally don't have enough.
I got you. Flora got 60 gold pieces. She'll pay for you. She's your sugar mama for today.
And Nessie will be like, oh, okay. Well, my father, Upton Lanth, and he's walking in the other way over here. He's like, he's a real stingy, rule-following bastard, and he stole these fishing rods from guys who weren't willing to pay their fishing fees for the wolf. And here, it's yours. And she hands you a very nicely made fishing rod with a very nice lure. It's not anything fancy or flashy, but it's definitely well made and well constructed.
Thank you
Yeah.
for paying.
Good luck in the.
Thank you
Sorry, go
for
ahead.
this rod.
Yes. Good luck in the fisherman's tournament. It's quite fun. My father will be participating, and I know Darrett's been practicing all year, so good luck.
You don't like your father?
No, he's a stickler for the rules. He's always uppity and charging people things, and I'm a little more laid back. I kind of let things just kind of flow, and sometimes I use my father's rule of enforcing to my advantage, like selling his confiscated fishing rods for my own profit.
If you don't like your father, you should tell him.
Yeah, but then I might not be able to sell his confiscated fishing rods anymore, and I need that money.
Maybe. But maybe he'll try to be someone you like.
That's very wise of you. Maybe I will talk to him. We'll see. I don't want to throw him off for the tournament. I'll talk to him after.
Very good.
I also don't want him to know that you're using the confiscated fishing rod for the tournament. Because he's also the guy who gives out the rentals, and I am undercutting him.
Your secret.
Thank you. If you need anything or anything else that's a bit under the table, a little bit unsavory, just come talk to me. I know people.
I will remember.
And she goes back to her fishingly daughterly duties.
Tusk immediately forgets.
Flora has caught that in her mind.
You need to get Flora keen mind.
Right? No, Tusk eventually gets it. He's just a beast. It's like, I remember every single pore on your face.
I remember everything about you. I remember everything about everybody.
And as you guys walk through the town hall, Voglar is celebrating the Kingfishers Festival. It's a very mighty, exciting festival. Everyone is out and about and dancing and singing and cheering, and everyone's very excited. Colorful banners and paper decorations shaped like kingfishers decorate the village circle. Temporary stalls sell food and colorful crafts. In the center of the village, an ancient tree provides shade for happy picnickers. From temporary stage, a band of local musicians bring in spirited song and choose and a close as Raven Uthar Varglar steps to the stage. Let's assume you guys are in the circle right now for retcon purposes. Welcome, friends. The mayor begins raising her arms. Welcome to the Kingfisher Festival. Cheers and applause fill the circle with Mayor smiles widely. Today is a day of not only revelry, but also reflection. We are all here to think of the courage of the heroes who came before us. Let us honor our founders, our family, and all those who have there to celebrate today. Enjoy the festival, Voglar, with good spirits, good times, and good friends. And look for the Kingfishers for good luck. An erotic crowd cheers and welcomes the heroes back to, everyone to town. In fact, when you guys are all down by the wharf, go ahead and give me a religion check while you're down here. And then you two, Tusk, 3. So you can tell, Flora, that this area, where is this? Why won't it pop up? I can't pop it up. Here, I'm gonna do this real quick. Give me 1 second. That'll
No
help.
problem.
You see a
Yes,
religious
okay.
symbol. You see a religious symbol down by the wharf, and you can tell by just looking at it instantly what it is. It is the symbol of the god Habukuk, the deity of animal life and the sea. And you can see that the fisherman, it's a cleric of Habukuk, and the character is like has its hands in the sky praying, and you see that the fishermen pray to this religious statue to bless their fish for the day and bless their fishing. Anything? Go ahead.
Tusk just kind of like grabs onto his necklace. He says, "Sargonis, we will beat them." He doesn't like go about a big show of it. He just grabs his necklace and says that.
Yeah, heck yeah. All right. Anything that everybody wants to do in the King's Festival before the fishing contest starts?
No.
Hold on. All right. So as the town festivals continue, you can see as everyone starts getting excited, a big group starts coming towards the wharf, and you can see the town's mayor as a fishing pole resting on her shoulder. Raven takes her place on the competitors and beckons other patrons to line up along with her. It's time to find out among us who, us Kingfisher fish folk, is the Fisher King! And the mayor says as she points down to the Vanguard River, and competitors receive her pun with good-spirited groans and laughter. Then people start to cast their lines, and you start to see. Let's get the mayor down here. You start to see other. You guys are gonna observe first before going. It looks like the competition is 30 minutes long. Everybody gets time to catch a fish. You catch as many fish as you can in that time period, and then they add up the length of all the fish at the end of each person's 30 minutes, and whoever has the longest length of fish in total of all the fish they caught, that person is the king fisherman. And you can see people walking by like, I hope I catch Benabal this year. Oh, wouldn't it be just cool if somebody even just got a tug on their line from him? As you see people running towards the dock. Who wants to participate in the fishing? Flora, do you want to give it a shot? Tusk? I know Tusk wants to. That's obvious. We're going to put Tusk over here.
Yeah.
He's going to be competing against Darrett, Upton, the mayor, and you too, Flora?
Yeah.
Perfect. Flora, you go to get a fishing rod, and Upton lands. Oh, you got nothing to fish with there.
I got this.
And what do you show him?
It is basically she has what's it called? Let's see what she has like a string, a fishing string with like rations on it, very like tight, just in her hand. I got this.
Like a makeshift fishing pole you made yourself?
Yeah. Very crude.
Roll me a d20.
D20?
Yeah,
Okay.
no modifiers, nothing, just straight d20.
Yeah.
It suffices as a pole. It'll be as equivalent as a rental pole. So you won't have to rent one from Upton. And he'll look at it and go, oh, well, crudely made, but hey, to each their own. Hope it holds up. Good luck. And he goes back to his spot on the dock. Go ahead, you can pick whatever spot you want to, Tusk or Flora, where you want to fish from.
So no one wants to go towards this area.
The captains or the mayor's definitely gonna go over here. I'm just taking forever to get their token.
Okay, then I'll probably go right here.
Perfect.
I'm right where I am.
Perfect. And this guy on the boat says, on your marks! Get set! Fish! And everyone casts their lines into the Vanguard River. And after about 10 minutes, everybody who is fishing, go ahead and roll me a d20. Just a straight d20.
That's the scariest kind of roll.
Can I add a little advantage to that if I throw out some rations? Or is that against the rules?
Rations are just like bait. It's no different than putting like a bait on your pole.
Okay.
And right now, if you try to cast something like guidance, it's obvious, and you think that you might be accused of cheating if you do that. So you got to be careful.
No, I just rolled.
You got a
straight
12, Chalvin, or excuse me, Tusk. That means and a 3. Okay, you tug at your line, Flora, but nothing. You feel nothing when you tug after 10 minutes. Tusk, you feel a tug at your line with that 12. Go ahead and roll me a survival roll with advantage because you're using your own fishing gear.
Survival with advantage.
Two
2 nat 1s.
Unfortunately,
The streak lives.
you go to tug and you tug your brute strength tugs a little bit hard and you just rip through the fish's lip and he just gets away. A little too much brute force.
Fishing is dumb.
And you see Derek goes, "It's all in the wrist, Tusk. You gotta be gentle." As he pulls in a nice little tiny fish of his own. Nothing impressive, but a nice little foot-long, tiny Caracep carp.
Tusk currently puts a new hook and a new bait on.
Yep. And you guys spend another 10 minutes fishing along. Let me get another D20 roll.
It's a 10. It's better than
All right,
last
you
time.
both get a tug on your line. Flora, go ahead and give me a survival wisdom check without advantage, a normal straight roll. Another nat 1, and where Tusk was too strong, you're a little too weak, and your line just kind of snaps a little bit, and the fish gets away. Tusk, you pull in a beautiful. Let's see, what did you get? A 5. You pull in a nice little tiny river eel. It's 1 foot long. And as you pull it in, the tiny little thing, Raven von Uth pulls in a nice, fat, matured Caracep carp at 3 feet long. And she goes, "That puny little thing? Tusk, I thought you said you were a fish. You were a man of the sea, a fisherman."
I'll show you. It's not over yet.
And then lastly, you guys keep fishing, and go ahead and give me one more D20 roll.
Oh, okay.
Tusk, because you're using that fishing rod, you get 2 of them for this last one. 10. Perfect. You guys go in, and the 14. Go ahead, give me another survival roll, Flora straight, and then Tusk, yours with advantage.
Oh, crit.
So, damn, you critted on the survival roll. That's a
This
shame.
means he pulled that fish really well.
Right? So yeah, you pull that fish up, no problem at all, Flora, and it is also a mature river eel. It's 1.5 feet long. Nice. So you got something. And then for you with your 11, and what did you roll? A 10? That's just enough to pull in another tiny crisp carp for another foot. So you're going to have 2 feet total, Tusk.
Well, they may not be the biggest, but they'll be delicious.
For the sake of I want to see a 20, you guys are going to get one more round with the last minute of the contest. You guys are quick to get another fish.
Oh, 16. That's not too bad.
So 16. Uh-oh, it's tugging hard. This is a big fish. Go ahead. And you roll 2 of them again, Tusk, because of that fishing pole. Yeah, I'm breaking the rules because I want to. I want to see a 20.
Get 20. Not 20.
The opposite. Flora, give me a survival roll. And also for you, that 13 is still going to count. We're not going to give you the worst roll. So roll me another survival with advantage. 22 and 10. The 22, you pull up a massive, matured Caracep carp, just like Raven Valglir pulled up. It's 3 feet long. And Raven looks at you and goes, "Oh, Flora, very nice." And Tusk, you get another. That was you rolled a 13, which would be this, and the DC was 11, so you just barely miss it, and it gets away from you. And then ding 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 ding, you hear the bells go off, and fishermen, stop your rods! And everybody stops, and they start lining up. And everybody gets in line. Did you guys remember what I told you just now?
I got 2 feet.
You got
I got
2
3.
feet. How many
I got
things
1
did?
feet.
So you have 4 feet.
Yeah.
Perfect. In 5th place, with 1 foot, Dariet Highwater. And people start clapping, and he just like kind of looks disappointed, and he's like, ugh. In 4th place, with 2 feet, Tusk. And people are like, who is this? Like, this guy is, he's scary.
Just flexes real big when they say his name.
In 3rd place, with 4 feet, Flora.
She'll hold up the fish, kind of struggling, still holding on to it.
With 5 feet, an impressive haul, Upton length, and with another 3rd consecutive championship, the undefeated, undisputed Kingfisher of the Fisher Kings, with 7 feet, Raven Uthvoglir. Oh, I love you, Raven. I love you. As you see, Raven has a 5-foot greater crest carp, including with 2 tiny crest carps at a foot, making it a total of 5 feet. Or excuse me, of 7 feet.
You are a really great fisherman.
Thank you, Tusk. And that was a nice, impressive pull you had too. Don't sell yourself short.
Mm-hmm.
And Tusk picks up one of his eels and just immediately eats it raw.
Oh my goodness.
That was so good. Are you gonna eat your fish?
Well, I'm gonna hang up the 5-footer, but here, you could have the 1-foot carps. Here, take them.
Ah, I love eating fish.
Just eat them too.
Just starts eating it with all the bones in it. Everyone's like, ugh. And some people might get sick. You can see, the townspeople are very happy, and the night goes on. The next part is going to be the betrayal at High Hill, so that's probably just a decent place to hold it off there. I kind of wanted to just do the kingfishing thing because I thought it was sick, and I wanted you guys to get a high roll. But
I think it's a place to end it.
yep, we're going to do the High Hill one. To get the master fish, you had to roll a 20. It's the only way to get it. And then it was a DC 18 survival check to catch it after you fucking get a 20. How crazy is that?
That's pretty crazy. That was actually really fun.
And the fish, that fish is 8 feet long. That one fish. How crazy is that?
I was so hoping I would get it on the last roll.
Me too. I really wanted y'all to get it, but I wasn't gonna force it because I think as a DM, if you like force it, it like ruins it. It's like just let it happen naturally.
Yeah, it's no fun if you don't actually get it.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys are more than welcome to try the contest again. It's just that the mayor will not be participating. If you still want to win the prize, it's nothing necessary or magical. It's just kind of flavor. But you're more than welcome to keep participating. Well, I hope you guys liked those little maps. That was the ones I kind of added in there for the fishing and for like the town circle and all that stuff that wasn't in. I think you could tell which was not made by Wizards of the Coast. It's obvious. It looks like it was made in Dungeon.
I did not know that the circle was not. I could tell that this one wasn't, but the circle, I thought that came with it.
Yeah, so like it's the circle, the Rivergate Thornwell Hall, Mayor's Home, which you guys never went to, and then the Brass Crab and the Wharf is all from a thing I found that I thought was really, really cool. So I was like, yeah, we're definitely using this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. We are definitely going to do the battle at High Castle Hill, which I think you guys can assume is finally going to be some combat. I appreciate y'all being cool with just the role playing and stuff, but I hate just forcing combat at like level 1, level 2, because it's just so like, oh, you died. You know what I mean? It's like I'd rather get a little bit like build the characters up a little bit.
No, I thought this was great. I thought it gave us all a great chance to introduce ourselves and kind of come up with a party dynamic. I'm like,
I think it's just
I really like
the idea of like, all right, you meet in a tavern. Flora, describe yourself to the party. I think that's kind of like, it's better to like, yeah, we did do that in session 0, but you guys weren't looking at each other. This was more like getting to know each other. Like, oh, Flora, that happened to you? Oh, wow, that like it's just those little things about like introducing your character naturally. You know,
Yeah.
you talking about your mall, how you made it, Flora talking about her mom and dad. You know,
Yeah,
Eldersaur's drinking problem. It's all part of the flow.
yeah, it gave me a chance to like meet Flora and then be unsure about Flora and then hear about what happened and like, be sympathetic and like change my mind on him rather than like you meet in a tavern, you have to like each other. Now we're in combat. So
Right. Now you better
guys
fight with
really-
each other. Or I like it, say, hey, do you want to carry me to his room? It's like, I don't even know this guy. And then it led to a great opportunity for Flora to show you those mushrooms are more than just mushrooms. They actually they can do things in the real world that normal mushrooms can't.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, dudes, you did great. We'll try to shoot for next week. Like I said, I'm down for 2-hour sessions. I'm down for 4-hour sessions. I really don't care. As long as we play a little bit each week, I feel like it keeps everyone's memories fresh. And that's what keeps it flowing, so.
Yeah.
Great job, dudes.
Great job.
I'm gonna be chilling in Discord for a little bit, so anybody who wants to just be chilling,
Okay, well, I gotta make dinner, so.
go make dinner.
See ya.
Great job today.
Bye.
Yeah, good job, Tusk. Make sure you pick a fighting style too, bud. Are you gonna go with Great Weapon Fighter again?
Yeah, I did. It's on there.
Heck yeah. That's a really good one.
I wasn't gonna take it just because Chalvin had it, but I was like, nah, it makes sense.
I mean, it's a giant mall. Who doesn't want that? And honestly, with your like attraction to ones, I feel like it's necessary. Ones and you are like they're incorporated together, dude.
Yeah. I don't even. Didn't really know which other one I would take anyway, because like protection kind of sucks, and you gotta have a shield. And...
Yeah. Armor or defense is a classic because everybody takes it because it's simple and easy to follow because you're gonna be doing it anyway. I love Great Weapon Master because it's different, and I just feel like not enough people use two-handed heavy weapons because like there's a stigma with like the weapon itself. It's like I like that. In fact, I've already read ahead from the campaign, and I've already changed a few things based on my example is like I hate it if I pick a thing. A great example is with Chalvin. Chalvin was really into his greatsword to the point where he'll even take the greatsword over another weapon that's even mathematically better, quote unquote, because he'd rather use his story sword that's like based on his character. So why, as a DM, would you not just change the damn thing to something that the character wants? You know, so I've already gone through the campaign, looked at the magic items, and be like, nope, changing that because who's gonna use it? You know what I mean? I don't want to give the party magic items they're not going to use.
Exactly. I really feel
like between me and you, there's nothing in the module about that shield being not made of metal. But the fuck is a team? What the fuck is your party going to do? You're the only person on the team who even can use a shield made of metal, and you're using a two-handed maul. So what, I'm going to force you to use a shield? No. I'm just going to make the shield not metal so Flora can use it. Because they can do that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just thinking ahead. Making sure your party is going to flow with the module, you know?
I thought it was really cool too, like it being like made of like a gem. I'm like, that's actually really smart. I'm like, I've never thought of a gem.
Like a really, like a hard encrusted gem covered in like resin, so it's like really tough.
Yeah, so like it can be like natural, but at the same time.
But it's still a
hard.
+1 shield, you know? And Flora could use the AC because their AC is trash. I mean, it's not trash, but they go from 14 to 17, which would be huge for them.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But yeah, man, great job today. Way to roleplay it up, dude. Way to pay attention to other people's stories and build into it. And I try as a DM just to shut up and let the players do their thing, but I also don't want, because I do sense when sometimes the players are like, all right, so what should we do next? And they need like a little push, but like I just want to let the players do their thing. Naturally, go where you want to go.
I think you did a good job of setting us up and letting us take over.
But there will be combat next session, just so you know. I'm the same way. I love roleplay, but I need a little combat. I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like without it, the game just feels really repetitive, and the combat helps break it up.
I know that we'll get there. I'm not worried about it. It's the very beginning, and like we literally like we just did like a whole town festival thing. Like,
Yeah.
But
I have been reading the shit out of this fucking. Do you watch sports?
no,
Do you know who Shannon Sharp is?
no.
That's who that voice is. I based the whole character off Shannon Sharp. I want my restitution. I'm Shannon Sharp with a fishbowl. I love that character. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what characters I want to do voices for, and I was like, I don't like voices, but I do like imitating other people with cool accents, and I know Shannon Sharp's really well, so I was like, I'm gonna do that for him.
It really blew my mind when you started talking like that. I was like, this is actually a really good voice. Like, I can
Shannon
tell,
Sharp,
like, this
the
is
fishbowl.
somebody who knows.
I'm the best fishbowl in the whole town. Like he has this lisp, but Shannon Sharp is this massive 6'5" swole black man. So it's like, go ahead and tell him he has a funny voice. Go ahead. He'll beat I wouldn't say it to his face. You know, the guy's intimidating. You know, but he's so nice and he's so friendly, and he always talks like that. He got this lisp, but he's like a sports analyst for like ESPN. He talks on ESPN and shit. So I definitely could tell nobody knew what it was because I was like, I don't think any of these guys watch ESPN because I even used his picture as a token.
Yep. I had no idea what that was.
I have
I could tell that was not something that was supposed to be in the module, but I was like, this is a really good character.
Good.
I really like it. I like when people like put in characters that make sense to them. That's another reason why I feel like whenever I have to get a module, I have to rewrite half of it.
Yeah.
Is because like I have to like the character that I'm role playing
Yeah.
as.
100%.
Like, whenever I do most campaigns, I incorporate my own shopkeeps that I
Yep.
use again and again because I like those characters more and I can do their voices.
Yeah. And it makes the characters care about the people. It's like if they don't care, then what's the point?
Yeah. Like I'll remember this guy, and like I'll be like, whenever I'm doing stuff, I'll be like, oh yeah, there was that guy who would make me my fish pies, and he was such a good craftsman.
Right?
It's something I will not forget. That's where I get most of my voices. Is they start off as imitations, and then I do them. So
They evolve.
They turn into something else. Like Chalvin started off because I was playing a lot of Overwatch a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was playing as Torbjorn, and somebody thought that Torbjorn's voice line was really annoying, and then they're like, "I can mute your voice line." So then I just started doing the voice over my headset. And like,
That's
oh my
awesome.
God.
That's awesome.
And so it just got like I could just do that, and then when I played D&D, I'm like, I'm gonna be a dwarf, like Torbjorn.
I haven't read past chapter 3, but I have read the
Yeah.
fuck out of this chapter. I didn't think you guys would get through it today. But I'm very excited to see where it goes because it's definitely like a good. I like a lot of stuff you've been doing is the module, man. Like I'm not really adding a whole lot in there. The module is very well written, but like you said, most modules with Wizards of the Coast are about half done. They depend on the creativity of the DM and the players to fill in the blanks. They give you like a skeleton, and this one is at least 50%. But I've had some modules, like I know my friend told me, the Tiamat module, the second one they made, the Rise of Tiamat, that shit's like 1/4 of a fucking module. You have to make up the other 3/4.
Yeah. I think that it worked really well in Strixhaven.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't think I was going to like the Strixhaven book, and then
Yeah.
I sat down and I read it. I didn't read the adventure, but I read like the mechanics and the
Yeah.
settings. I was like, this is really good.
Yeah.
I was like, you can get a job and you can study for a test, and
Yeah.
like, you can do all this crazy
Great
shit.
mechanics. Awesome mechanics. That's why it's
Yeah.
like, with the mechanics for the potion making, to me, it's like, ugh, a workday, 25 gold. It's like, that's so boring. Like, who wants to spend 8 hours doing that? So I try to spice it up with a little bit of flavor, but it's like, but I also don't want to not let them do it, too. Like, I want people to want to use their little kits and stuff, you know?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, buddy, I'll be chilling all night, dude. You did a great job today. I'll catch you next week, and if not, the week after that.
Okay.
Peace, buddy.
See you later.